Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to be diving into the history of the potato chip while I'm cooking up 3 of the original flavors: plain, barbecue, and sour cream and onion. Let's get at it. I almost burned down the house trying to make these. The story of the potato chip's origins begins in the summer of 1853 in Saratoga Springs, New York. Here, at the Moon's Lake House on the north shore of a town, a wealthy individual sat down to eat. That guest was Cornelius Vanderbilt. That's right, the Commodore, the shipping and railroad magnate who is also one of the wealthiest men in America. He had sat down to have his dinner, which included French fries, but he said they were too thick and sent them back. The cook in the back was George Crumb, who was slightly offended and decided he was going to spitefully just shave off some thin slices of potato, fry them up, and serve it to him that way, like it or not. So Mr. Vanderbilt was served these thinly fried potatoes, and when he tasted them, he said, "Damn, these are good." Well, okay, I added that last part. After raving about them and spreading the word, they began being sold in little cones of newspaper. And George Crumb eventually even opened up his own restaurant, Crumb's Place. Or so the most repeated version of this story goes. However, truth is very different. Cornelius Vanderbilt was actually cruising around Europe with his family in his steam-powered yacht, the North Star, on the summer of 1853. The return of the yacht to a U.S. port was recorded in a New York Times article in September 24th, 1853, as being the day prior. And of course, in the 1970s, a relative of Cornelius Vanderbilt heard of this story and decided, well, he was the founder of the potato chip. You can't make this stuff up. The truth is, we'll probably never know the exact origin of the potato chip. And people have probably been frying up thinly sliced potatoes for centuries, if not longer. And I'm just happy that this crispy snack exists. Now, for me making them, I'm just thinly slicing up with a mandolin, whole bunch of russet potatoes, respecting the mando, don't want to slice my palm off, and then I am rinsing it with water. This is just to get all that starchiness out of them. Make sure you do a few rinses until it's clear. Then you want to parboil the potatoes. About 5 minutes I'm boiling these slices. That way it softens them up, and when you do fry them, you don't get crispy on the outside and soggy on the inside. It's an annoying step, but trust me, it's crucial. Now, barbecue is the first flavored potato chip in the United States. It didn't come out until 1958. For the seasoning, I'm using, paprika, chili powder, cayenne powder, a little bit of mustard powder, onion powder, garlic powder, and salt. The flavoring of potato chips was actually created by Joe Spud Murphy, who established Tato Crisps, an Irish company, whose first flavor was cheese and onion. Using this similar process, Herman Lay, the founder of Lay's potato chips, decided he'd do the same with his. The second flavor of potato chips in the United States was sour cream and onion, sometime in the late 1970s. I could not find an exact date. If you can, please let me know. But to do this, I am using buttermilk powder, which is essential for that tang, some garlic powder, onion powder, dried parsley, and dried chives, and of course, a little bit of salt. Once the oil is heated up and glistening, I'm adding in the potatoes, and they immediately get really nice and fried. One thing that I did learn, and I've made these prior, is they might look white while you're cooking them. They might look like they still need time to cook, but trust me, the moment they kind of look a little off-white in the oil, or at least kind of the color of the oil, take them out, because they are done. If you leave them in the oil expecting them to look golden brown, it's going to end up looking completely burnt when you take them out. So I take them out, dry a little bit of that oil off, and then hit them with some salt. These are my plain potato chips. Now I'm just repeating the same process, except without salt. I'm just going to hit them with that seasoning I made, the barbecue seasoning. One thing that I absolutely wish I had was one of these professional chip seasoners. I think they run like $30,000, $40,000, something like that. But it ensures an even coating. That way, like this one, you don't get one chip that's just smacked with a pound of flavor. It'll be like Russian roulette to see who gets that one chip. And then something like this happened, so there's a little bit of stuff edited out. So we're just going to show you me hitting these chips now with some of the sour cream and onion seasoning, doing a little bit better job to move them around while adding it in. That way it's more evenly distributed. My mouth is salivating. I'm ready to dig in. Alright, we got a snack full of history. Potato chips. We've got plain, sour cream and onion, and barbecue. Let's give them a try. Salty, crispy, crunchy. That one's perfect. Sour cream and onion. Crispy, tangy. I could go to town on those. Barbecue. It's good. Good. That's, I didn't really move around too much when I was adding in the seasoning, so a couple of these I could already tell are going to kill me if I eat them. They're just slammed with seasoning. It's a good barbecue flavor, but there's something in there that I added too much of. I think it was the chili powder. It's just too strong. It's really kicking me in the back of the throat. But it's not bad. It is hard to eat. So I guess a little bad. Yeah, we'll go back to these. Making potato chips at home is easy. Try it out. Pro tip, make sure that your potatoes are completely dry just before dumping them into your oil, or else it just overflows everywhere onto your hot burners, and then, you panic and you don't know what to do. And actually make your potato chips at home. It's really not that hard. It might take maybe 20 minutes, half hour to get it all together, but totally tastes less processed. No, just better. Healthier? For potato chips? Yeah, go with it. It's healthy. Healthy snack.